It's a cold morning, and with Mike away working on the sailboat, I'm the only human around. I bundle up, put on my boots, go out the front door, sit in the glider, and get ready to spend time with our new pets, 2 months from the shelter. First, I call Cork and love up on him. He's never far from the door. Then the dog and I walk down to the barn where I round up 10-4. I unzip my jacket and stick our kitty in next to my body. Next, I call Cork right next to us, tell him to sit, then click, click my tongue, and the three of us are off for our time in the woods. Cork usually gets so excited when my tongue click, click, he jumps straight up into the air and spins around before he hits the ground running. You can't see 10-4 when we start our walks. He's hidden deep inside my coat, purring and kneading my flannel shirt, and keeping my hands warm as I rub up his soft fur. It's usually when we get near the running water of Meadow Creek that he will stick his head out, squirm from his cocoon, jump down to the ground, and begin trotting along after Cork and me. I like having a kitty that goes on walks with us. Maybe he imprinted on Cork, or maybe he's a puppy cat. When we're in the woods, Cork runs 5 miles for every one that I walk. Away, away he darts. Then, within a minute or two, he thunders back to check on 10-4 and me. Very soon, away he hurries again, only to dash back to be loved up and told what a good dog he is. These back and forth dashes, peppered with happy vertical hops, are apparently his way of traveling. 10-4's pattern is more unidirectional, yet still not straight. He hangs back until I'm almost out of sight, then comes swooping past me and straight up the nearest tree. Sometimes he comes up and stands right on my feet so that I pick him up and carry him. This makes sense to me. Our walks can be pretty long for little 3-inch legs. When I come to a place that looks interesting and has a dry, comfortable place for me to sit, the three of us settle in. I snuggle down on the earth as I watch the animals go out to explore. What delights and amazes me most is how totally these animals do what they do. How, once they've chosen an activity, their commitment to that activity is 100%. Watching Cork dig, I can almost hear his exhilaration. Oh my gosh, am I close to a mole? Might I get a mole in? I think there's a mole just inches from my nose. Every single fiber of his being is into that digging. Pure joy radiates from the core of his being through every hair of his wildly wagging tail as he rams his head past his ears, deeper and deeper into the fresh dirt. 10-4 is also busy becoming one with whatever he does. He likes to pounce from branch to branch. Perhaps he imprinted on both Cork and squirrels. Having decided to leave one limb for another, there is no hesitation. He is that limb. In the same way, when he gets close to a bird, his lower jaw starts convulsing, and bizarre, wild, irrepressible sounds come from deep within his body. He is the hunt. Cork and 10-4 keep coming back and checking on me as they play. I find myself wondering if this joyful, free dog could possibly be the same fearful, timid creature Mike literally dragged out of his cage at the shelter 2 months earlier. I wonder if I could possibly be the same woman who, 2 months ago, did not even like dogs, did not want a stupid dog, and checked out not one but 3 library books to figure out what to do with one, since Mike insisted we get a dumb dog. You know, maybe Cork's not the same dog. Maybe I'm not the same woman. Feeling the winter sun on my face, I realize how much I like my new role as kitty and doggy mommy. When the boys romp back from their fun to check in with me, I enjoy rubbing them all over, telling them how much I love them and how glad I am they have come to live with us. I carry grooming brushes on our walks and daily brush 10-4's gorgeous long hair. He purrs and purrs as I slowly comb his hair against the grain. I think I get a better result that way. As I talk to him and counsel him about becoming our good mouser, it does occur to me how idiotic I would sound to any rational non-animal lover. In addition to sounding foolish with the kitten, I behave in disgusting ways with Court. As I groom him, I actually pull fat ticks from his body and splash them until the blood pops. I used to be so totally revolted when I saw other people do that, and now here I am, doing the same repulsive thing myself. I also actually hug this dog a lot. I could never, ever imagine myself hugging a smelly dog. Yet, several times a day, with no conscious forethought on my part, I find myself falling to my knees, throwing my arms around him and squeezing him up. My eyes see and my mind knows that he eats poop and rolls around with dead animals. Yet my body falls to the ground and takes him in my arms. I do pray that I will never, ever kiss him on the mouth, as I have seen other people do with their dogs. Please, God, help me never do that. Yet, I have already slid so far down that slippery slope of reasonable behavior with these guys that I can't be absolutely certain I won't. My only hope for my sanity is that I am aware that what I am doing is not normal. Normal people do not spend hours, day after day, wandering through the woods talking to a dog and a cat. Knowing this is bizarre, I may totally avoid cracking up and kissing them on the mouth. Clinging to this hope as I lean back and relax even further into the tree trunk, the smell of the moist dirt that Court is fleeing gets me thinking about playing in wet gravel when I was a little girl. Every summer, my cousin Don and I would visit our grandparents in Clarksville, Arkansas. Besides plying us with cokey floaties, Grant and Nan Cowan also took us to various creek banks around Arkansas. Nan and Grant would sit on the gravel banks and watch while Don and I played in the water. The lunch Nanny packed always consisted of a sandwich made from a piece of bologna on white bread with yellow mustard and some kind of soda pop. The soda pop was a big deal, especially since you didn't have to share one and have it all to yourself. The sodas I remember most were some grape something. Was it New Grape or Grape Knee-High? Or Orange Crush, or maybe a Dr. Pepper with 10, 2, and 4, written on the label like a clock. I think they were suggesting that we drink a Dr. Pepper at least 3 times during the day. Man, would I have loved that. When Nan and Grandpa announced it was time to go, Don and I, who were having such a grand time, would be truly startled and protest in agony. But Nanny, we just got here. Nan or Grandpa, in their adult authority, would then prove us wrong by stating the exact number of hours and minutes we had been at that particular swimming hole. It was never long enough. 10-4's claws just kneaded through my knees, so I jerked him off my lap. Ouch! I'm ready for lunch anyway. As I stand up and brush the leaves off my pants, it occurs to me that even if Nan and Grandpa were bored to death those long afternoons on those mini creeks, it was probably the best gift they ever gave my cousin and me. They were the ones that taught me that taking someone to a beautiful place in the woods and letting them play there is a way of loving. Clicking my tongue for cork and scooping up my recently dumped kitty, I realized that as the years had tick-tocked by, now it's my turn to be the nanny cow. And even though my grandkids are of a different species, I bet the love in the woods is the same.